Welcome, y'all. It's your boy Chef Vern Jr., aka CVJR. And today we here with my boy, my brother, artist, future rapper of the year, future mega star in the building, my boy Jus-Won.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
$3.99 on the gas, your tank empty. Hit her from the back, she do crack, I call her Whitney. Hope you never try me, you gon' feel
good. Feels good to be here, you know what I mean? It's refreshing to be with my Philly brother. I call him my Philly brother, my 9-5 North brother.
There you go, cheese steak and crab cakes.
You dig that? You don't find the shovel, so yeah, we here. Yeah, glad to be here, brother.
Man, I'm glad to have you, man. I appreciate you coming on here, blessing us with your time. I know you're busy, so thank you, man.
Hey, I know you're busy too. Like I said, we've been trying to squeeze this in. So
yeah.
Finally align is good. So yeah, let's get to it.
Okay, man. So first things first, there's been rumors around you got a project coming out soon. A project you're working on. You want to give some snippets on that?
Yeah, brother. I'm working on a project. It's going to be called IMMORTAL.
IMMORTAL. Okay.
I've been working on music for a long time now, but this project specifically, a few months back, I just got another sense of energy, man. I was like, you know what, it's time. You know what I mean? And ever since then, I've been cooking on it. So, yeah, the rumors are true.
Okay, the rumors are true.
Are very valid.
Okay. Valid. Breaking news: IMMORTAL coming out. You got a release date for us? You gonna drop it? Drop some nuggets?
Yeah. So we wanted to drop it actually. Yesterday was my birthday.
Happy belated birthday, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So we wanted to drop it then, but you know how I go, trying to get the masters back and working with other artists and making sure that it's a complete thing. So we're gonna push it back to February.
Okay.
February 20th.
February 20th.
We'll be looking at
220 February 20th.
2026. You did. So yeah, we're looking at that, and until then, we just finishing the final touches and putting it out to the world so the world can hear it.
Okay. I like that. 220. Make sure you mark your calendars. 2026.
Yes, sir.
But before we get into the album, I want to ask you. So, your rap name is Jus-Won. Your stage name, I say, is Jus-Won. So, for the people that don't know, where did Jus-Won come from?
So, obviously, my previous artist names, I had a couple dating way back to J Smooth.
I used to go by J Smooth. Okay.
Well, for who know, they know. You know what I mean? J Smooth. So, from there, I went to J Will, and I was J Will for a while, and a lot of people still call me by that. And then, from there, I started working with my pops a lot.
Okay.
Me and my dad started doing music together, and he was like, man, rock with Willie Bars, man. I like Willie Bars, because my middle name William, but you just shorten it for Willie, and then always got the bars. So he was like, yeah, rock Willie Bars, man. So it was that, and then since then, I just kind of wanted a refresh, a restart, and a rebrand, say. So, I just kind of came up with Jus-Won. I think it's fitting. So Jus, Justin, my first name, of course. So Jus, and then just one. So
okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like the rebrand here, AKA still Willie Bars, all that good stuff. Still J Will, whatever y'all want to call it, but Jus-Won, that's the rebrand.
Okay. I like that. Okay, so at this point in your life, which you rebranding, you rapping, dropping your project, how would you describe your mindset?
My mindset is I'm always a determined person. So with this project right here, I brought a lot of my determination. I brought a lot of, I went through a lot recently, custody battles and just everyday stress and just tribulation. So I kind of put that all into the music. So my mindset is, with this project specifically, is putting pen to pad really and just letting it out with the music. I wouldn't even say a lot of anger, but just how like frustrations with things sometimes. It just overall experiences, and just when you're dealing with stuff like that, there's tons of different emotions that happen. Yep. So I just put it all into the project. But my mindset is determined, and my mindset is to put out a classic, to put it in short. So that's what we're trying to do.
Big fair.
Turn pain into pleasure.
So another thing I wanted to ask you, when the idea for this mixtape first come to you?
It kind of happened naturally, brother. Again, I was always working on music, and then it wasn't until I tell you when it was a specific session I had. It's a record on the project. Actually called Trigger Man.
Trigger Man.
I'm giving y'all
A little
some
snippet, a little, you know what I'm saying?
But so prior to recording that session, so this is like early summer probably. I was just doing, knocking out some freestyles. You know how I get down with the freestyles. And then I was like, man, one day I'm listening to some beats and I'm like, And I caught on to one of the beats and I got in rhythm, man. And I was like, you know what, this is a perfect opportunity while I'm in rhythm, while I got my jump shot going to continue to, shout out Kobe, man, the GOAT. But perfect opportunity to stay in rhythm and knock out a project. So it was about summertime.
Okay.
And then I just kept rolling. And then once that happens, you know how it is. When you're on fire, you just on fire, bro.
You just keep going.
You know what I mean? You can't stop. So,
the momentum keep going.
The momentum keep going, you know what I mean? So, yeah, mid-summertime. And, again, I wanted to release it yesterday. But, you know how it is, patience. And trying to put out a masterpiece, a classic. So
there you go. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry, I had a brain fart.
You know how that go, brother.
Now, so while you creating this masterpiece, this classic in the making, so what were some of the emotions that you were going through while you was writing songs or recording projects, coming up with ideas and concepts?
That's a real good question, there, brother V. You know what though, man? Again, when it comes to music, it's such an outlet for not only me but a lot of people, and everybody got their own outlets. But I went through a lot of emotions just with everything I've been through in general. Right. So just certain frustration, certain stress, certain times you wanted to ball up and even cry a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
I know a lot of people, say, what you crying for? Sometimes you gotta let it out. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I did cry or anything like that, but a lot of the emotions were just different frustrations with, again, custody battle I'm going through.
Right.
Stuff with my kids, and just you wanting certain things to happen and it's not happening, but you got to take the next step. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a never give up mentality on this project too. You know what I mean? It's kind of like people want you down, people want you dead, and they think they got you dead. But when you're immortal, you know
yes,
what I mean? You don't die. You know what I mean?
You don't die, yes sir.
You find a way to come back and pick yourself back up.
Yes, sir.
And that's kind of the mindset of this whole project, to be honest with you. So all those emotions I put important into this right here.
Okay.
And it was very well needed. Very much needed for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to it.
Yep.
We're all going through so much stuff. So that's kind of the whole mind frame, Mamba mentality.
Mamba mentality.
Kobe, right? Mamba mentality.
So it definitely sounds like this project was therapy for you.
Absolutely. That's a beautiful way of putting that. I like how you put that.
I appreciate that. Yeah. And also sounds like it did a lot of healing for you. It gave you a lot of answers. It gave you a lot of clarity, especially, a complete body of work. You like, man, you look back on things and, you get a lot of answers. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
You put that even better than I could put that, brother, because you know what? Sometimes, our outlets could be our own therapy.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I approach this project right here. It is like a sense of therapy. Some people go get tattoos for therapy.
Yeah.
People, you know what I mean? Some people, draw art. I'm not a good art. I can't draw for nothing. You can't pay me to draw nothing. So. But this right here is my lane, is what I wanted to do. So yeah, it's definitely my therapy.
Okay. So you making this masterpiece. What you focused on most? Lyrics, energy, emotion, 808 snares. What's your priority?
No, another great question. That's all of that combined into one. We got right here. Obviously the lyrics, and the quotables, right?
Yeah, the quotables.
Yeah, everybody want the quotables, man. You see the stuff on Instagram, with the pictures and
the
quotes
captions,
on there. But more importantly, certain quotables carry people on throughout their day, throughout their life.
True.
The lyrics is always an important facet for me. Obviously the energy is there, whether it's high energy or a more emotional tone of energy. That's there too. So it's a mixed bowl of everything. You got everything into one to this. So and that's something I harped on and wanted to really push out. Right. I didn't want it to be a one lane train per se. I wanted it to be, a 7-lane highway with this kind of a thing into one, but also keep it into what I do best.
Right.
At the same time.
Right,
sometimes that's not easy to do, but That was my focus.
Right. You wanted to be downtown Atlanta, huh?
I don't know if I wanted-
285.
Yeah, you know what I mean? 285, all these different lanes, you know what I mean? So, you know, keep it exciting a little bit. Switch it up.
Okay. So would you say that this project covers this chapter of your life as in storytelling and healing and moving forward?
Well, again, with the whole rebrand and me coming out with this new rebrand, I think it's a good first base for it. It's a good first chapter for it.
Yeah, like a new first impression.
There you go.
Okay.
It's like I said, it's chapter 1 of everything, right? Because I am in a way telling the story in this whole process, and this is just the first chapter of it.
Yep.
But this first chapter, it gets real spicy. You know what I mean?
Real.
We not holding back. So. Because even after this project, I got other plans to work on the next one. And each chapter that it goes, I'm giving y'all every layer peeled back of me and what I go through. And hopefully, you know, the people that can relate to that
can relate to it.
Can relate to it and they can run with it too.
Exactly. Okay. I mean? So do you feel any pressure releasing this project?
No pressure at all, man. Obviously, you want to put out your best work.
Yeah.
And you want to give your best effort. When you prepare and prep like I do, ain't no pressure at all, man.
Okay, I like that.
I mean? Yeah, when you in the gym, you know, shooting.
Yeah.
And you're not just showing up to the game without stretching, and you ain't shot in like a week. Okay, that's pressure, right? Because you ain't prepped. But once you prepare yourself, and this is what you do, you ready to go.
Exactly. Okay, so what does the name Immortal mean to you?
Immortal to me, I would say is. Immortal to me is you can't die. Your legacy lives on, no matter what. No matter what stones they throw at you, no matter if they chop your head off. It's like a snake. I'll grow it back, and I'm still alive.
Yeah.
Immortal to me is being exactly what it embodies, and that's being immortal. And that's no matter what happens, no matter what they do to you, no matter whoever coming for your neck, your legacy lives on.
Right.
You get up. Dust yourself off, try again, get back out there. That's what immortal means to me.
There you go.
You know, again, I had a lot of situations that tried to take me down and take me out, but I ain't give up. And then, you know, I'm on, you know, cat got 9 lives, so I got 10. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's me being immortal.
So there you go. Okay, I like that. Okay, I like that a lot. So my last question, man. You got a feature for me, bro, on the mixtape? Like, what's up? About? I got you. I give you 16.
Man, look, you know what I mean? I need that Philly flavor.
I got you.
On that, you know what I'm saying? You dig? You know what I mean? Yeah, of course, man. You know what I mean? Look, you know, we up north brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
5. So I'm gonna definitely need you on there. You know what I'm saying?
All right, okay.
Represent
I might have
Philly
to come
for me
through
on the project.
I might have to come through with something a little hot.
Yeah, write a little 16 and get at me, man. You know, I got you, bro.
All right, facts.
I got you. You got till February, man.
February,
you
okay.
gotta get to it now, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We got a little bit of time, but
yes, sir.
Man, this has been Jus-Won, man. Rapper extraordinaire, man. I appreciate you coming on again, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Of course, man.
Like I said, 2/20/2026, we releasing Immortal.
Make sure y'all ready.
Miss it.
Pre-download it.
You dig that? In the meantime, we're gonna be dropping some promo. You know, just follow me on social media. Hello World Jus-Won, TikTok and Instagram. And be there to support it, man. Like I said, this year is a big year for me, and I'm sure all of us. But you know, you gotta walk and talk it at the same time.
Yes,
so
sir.
This is, like I said, the beginning of taking that first step. But 2/20/26 is going down. Follow me on all social media platforms. Shout out my boy Vern for having me.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And let's get to it. Let's get it.
All right, man. We'll see you on the next one.
Peace. More. What's up? 410 Concrete.
Yes, sir. Shout it out.
Shout out Pops.